we have one of my former students that's joining us, and I'm just so excited to hear her speak and then ask her some questions, and just very proud. I'm even wearing our school colors, part of our, my outfit. So trying to coordinate, as they say.
Imagine how I felt when I found similar objects in my dad's jacket. I was scared and I was worried that my dad was going to just end up looking like that alley man. And I know that what those small objects are now, they were crack pipes. I would find those crack pipes and I would try to break them or hide them. So because I just didn't want my dad to do them and I was just trying to help. And so that's when things started to click. I could have chosen to follow my dad's footsteps and fall into gangs, hardcore drugs, alcohol abuse, you name it. But I chose to do what I thought was right. There are always choices, and some are easier than others. But when you have to make those hard decisions, that determines your unknown future. It becomes a moment of definition. I was reunited with my mom at 11 years old. After years of thinking she didn't care or that she completely forgot about me, my undeniable twin of a mom was right there. At 13 years old, I was making a decision from fear and opportunity. I either stay with my abusive father in the area I was in, or I leave with the woman I've known for about 2 years and start over. My reaction was not to mimic or blame my father for what happened to me, but to be better than that. I learned from his mistakes, and I didn't want to have to learn that lesson again if I already knew his outcome or the outcome. I didn't think much of how crazy my life was as a teenager until one psychology class at Cal State Fullerton. I answered a question and I used Section 8 housing as an example. Nobody in that class knew what that was. So I had to explain it, and I got judgmental stares. I started to feel like I should feel embarrassed or sad for a second. But then I realized these stares were coming from the same people who just admitted that their parents were paying for their full tuition, or they just were gifted a brand new car at high school graduation. I made it to the same spot they were in without any of that help. And so I felt empowered.
I mean, I know leadership. I'm a student of leadership. I study it. I am a teacher of leadership. Yolanda, you have the character of a great leader, and I want collectively to do everything I can to support your success.
And wow, that was phenomenal. The mission of my organization is to develop and strengthen the economic prosperity of women through leadership development. And we decided to sponsor this session for a number of reasons. But I think the reasons are best explained by sharing some words from one of my favorite leaders in all of history, Maya Angelou. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside of you. You may not control all of the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. My wish for you is that you continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. Thank you for your incredible words and the inspiring story that you just told for many to learn from.
I got to admit to you, Yolanda, I think you rubbed off on me more than I rubbed off on you, because in the middle of this pandemic, I'm at home with kids, husband, work, juggling life. And there was a point when I was feeling pretty low, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to manage all of this? And when I heard your story and how you were able to manage everything that you had on your plate, it made me stop and think, I can do this.
So your story can be different in a good way. Just remember your worth and never give up.